Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and for my new subscribers, I'm glad you're joining us. My name is Yvonne. Today's video is part 2 of my guest design team project for Crislanacrafts. In episode 1, I'm going to put this a bit to the side. So in part 1 I made the base. I decorated the base. This is a little piece that was sticking out of the A4, and I want to attach the page to it so it won't go to waste. And after almost a day drying, I folded it and it's adhered beautifully. When I saw it, I wanted to roughen up the edges. I thought I'd leave them plain, but yeah, I like it when it's a bit more rough. I don't know if it's going to stay that way because, yeah, when you use the journal, work in it, fold it, it will flatten. I did this a couple of times, but yeah, it doesn't all stay that way. But I'll keep working on it a bit, and I inked everything that I put up. I inked a bit. Here I already made it a bit rough and crumbled, but I want to do it some more, but I don't all have to do it on camera. What I did is put my finger, and with this I push it a bit, and so it folds and maybe tears. Yeah, it doesn't tear very easily. I thought that, but it's very good wrapping paper. And now you see that it's a bit crumbling, and I will do that. I don't have to do it on camera, and I'll do it on this side, and then also a bit on this side, that not everything, yeah, it tends to fold over the way you're working it, so that it's a bit on both sides, a bit crumbled and folded over. But yeah, this is too straight for me, the brown, so I just want this and this a bit more crumbled. But I can do that off camera. I just wanted to show you. I inked everything, and also these edges that are really showing. This I don't have to ink because the signatures will be in here. You see, these I inked, but that's a personal preference. I like inking, and this also has been inked. So that's the base of our journal, and you can see it's beautiful to put 3 signatures in. And so I'm going to put this to the side. Oh no, I have to, for measuring my pages, I chose 3 other digitals I want to use. This one I like really very much, and I want to put it here. This will be one of the pages, but it's not much. Oh, I'm not in frame. It's not much from the for the yellow flowers, but I thought this was looking very nicely. And here also the brown tones coordinate very well. But because this is a printable, I want to back this with something else. And I already printed this, but the print went wrong, so it cut off here, so I couldn't use this one. But I want to use this piece, and on this side I want to use this. So we're going to stick that together. In the next, this is going to stay together. In the next, where the next signature goes, I thought this was looking nice, and this will then be probably a bit the cover page of the signatures. But you don't have to do that. and maybe I'll decide against it later that I want to put a normal page over it, but I thought this would go well in this page, in this signature, and I want to put the vintage ledger as a backing here. That's number 2. And then the third one, I thought, because a bit of the orange and to get more a pop of a color, I want to use this digital. On this side it's, yeah, gorgeous, because with the plain you can use anything, and I'll be decorating this up with a pocket or with lace, something. And I want to back this, this printable, I want to back with another kind of wrapping paper. It's already crumbled. I'm going to crumble it more, and I'm going to back that. So that's what we're going to start with. And then I'm going to fold the pages I selected for the rest, and we'll see from there. So this I can stick together, and then I will put them under heavy books also, so the adhering will be very well. I already cut these 2 sides and inked them. I want only this half, but I'm going to get over the fold, because then I don't have 2 edges on the backing. Yeah. So I'm going to put glue on this side first, and then I'm going to position this over it. And with this I noticed the wet glue doesn't come completely to the edges, and that was, yeah, now it was a good thing, because now I can crumble these edges, otherwise that wouldn't, I couldn't have done that. So now I'm going to use my glue stick to put it really on these edges, because now I do want the papers to adhere completely until the end, because if I do want to roughen them up a bit more, or roughen them up because I just tore them with the tear ruler, I want the 2 pages yeah, to be the same. I don't want them loose of one of each other when I, yeah, when I'm roughening up the edges. I don't want that paper to be loose from this one. And now it's a bit more tricky, because the glue stick doesn't allow a lot of wiggle room. Get the sticky off here, otherwise it will be on my image. And I was really thinking what would be nice to put in this journal, yeah, with all the children's images. I thought it will be nice to put some pages in there from vintage children's books. This the stories of this book are vintage, but it's a completely new book, and whoever, yeah, bought it then didn't do anything with it, because it's completely brand new, and yeah, it looks like it's never been used. This one is a bit older, so I'm going to put those pages in, and from another author. These are very well-known Dutch authors, and another one, and those pages are really old and yellowed. I'm going to stick different children book pages, and I make it as one page, but I'll show you later. So, and now let's see until where I want this to go. Yeah, I think on this line, then I'm well, because here's the fold line, so I have lots of room extra. Yeah, this I can't really use anymore because, yeah, the image is half gone. Yeah, that's a shame, but it is what it is. I hope you liked episode 1 and maybe want to try. Also want to try a different kind of journal. Sometimes we have to try something else, so not everything stays the same. But there's nothing wrong. If you have a concept of a journal that you really like and you use it over and over, that's fine. It's the important part is that we are creating and having fun, and all the other things are not that important. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't really work when it's just glued. I'm going to ink this up again, so that's okay. This can be decorated extra because there's not really that much on there, but I really want in this journal that there's more than enough room for journaling for the person who buys this, and yeah, you can always decorate it more. Now I have to fold it again because otherwise I don't know where my fold line or until where this has to go. It always feels very strange when something is just glued. The best is always to let it dry properly, and then I'm thinking now, no, I thought sometimes it's also beautiful. I'm going to get rid of the white and it's, oh no, it doesn't matter. Suppose this is the design. I could leave some of this and start a bit more in the page because it doesn't matter because the collage papers, they have, yeah, all kinds of papers on there. So if I would start here, but then my page is only until here, and that's something I personally don't like then, because I'm cutting things off. So I do want this in the middle, like that. So the tear line will be in the middle here, but I'm going to stay just shy of the fold line so it won't interfere with sewing in the signatures. So I'm going to be eyeballing this a bit. I used my craft mat, and that worked fine also. If you want this a bit straight, it doesn't have to be completely, but some creators can really tear, yeah, randomly, and it's so beautiful. So yeah, a perfect crooked line, but I never seem to get that to work. Let's see where the fold is. Today we have a sunny day again. The weather is going up and down with rain and sun. And like I said in the previous videos, I really love autumn, but I'm having a pretty hard time letting the nice weather go. So I'm still enjoying when the sun is shining. Because normally in summer, yeah, not that we have that many really hot days, but yeah, it can be pretty warm. And I'm not built for warm weather. So mostly in spring and autumn and winter, when the sun is shining, it's, yeah, for me it's perfect. Because I like the sun, but it doesn't have to be that hot. A bit white showing, so I'm going to cut this a bit. I like the tear. Yeah, when it's torn, you can see the fibers. I don't know if it's showing. That's something I really like. And yeah, when you're cutting, it's completely straight. Yeah, I'm going to glue this and then I'm going to cut the excess. Yeah. Ink this up a bit. It doesn't have to be much, but I like that it's just making the paper stand out more. But like I said before, it's a preference of mine, and you certainly don't have to do that. It's just what you want and like. It's a good thing that we don't all do the same, because that would be boring also. Oh, all my glues are falling. I'm going to do the same here, putting the glue on the. I always try to keep one for positioning things and one for gluing. Otherwise everything's full of glue. No, I'm not in frame. I zoomed in a bit more, so I have to be mindful that I'm in frame. Glue stick up. This. Let's see if it wants to be a bit straight. Here it is. I think it will. Not trying to wiggle too hard. There are so many options with this kit. It's so beautiful. And it's always a nice thing when you have so much digitals in one kit. And you have a lot of choice. Ooh, yeah, that's what I meant. Lots of times it doesn't really work, so I have to do some repairing here. Sometimes it just tears more than it should. And here I have some excess. But that's purely, yeah, I'm recording now, but I could have cut it later. So that's just a mistake. I should have let it dry. That would have been better. Oh, it works sometimes. So I think this page will have some beautiful lace on top of here. You see, it tore a bit more, but I can always fix that because it all needs some extra decorating. Yeah, in the fold line it's okay. It's not visible on camera. Yeah, you could see it a bit where the fold line is, and that I have some room where this ends. So I'm going to keep this flat also. Where did I put my other page? Oh, this is the first one. Yeah. Later I'm going to put them under the books. The second one, I want to use the beautiful vintage ledger. And I always want to preserve the number. Let's see. And I thought I want to glue this completely to the page. Then later I can cut this, but I want to put this up like a pocket. This will be folded in because I made it into, so I can always decide on cutting this piece not into a pocket because it's very narrow and it's not really necessary. And then I want to do it like this because there's what is it? Better like that. Yeah, I like this better. So I'm going to start there because I like the text more. If you put it here, there are just fewer numbers. But now you can enjoy the beautiful ledger empty. You can write on there, and you have something of the beautiful script of the ledger. So I'm going to put glue. I think I'll start with a piece, because when I put glue, I don't know if it will dry too quickly. Let's see. Oh, time is flying by so quickly. It's already almost November. And then the year will be ending just as quickly. It feels very strange in my head. It's like I'm missing time. I'll be in camera on screen with my head, I think, because I really want to position this correctly. Because of the corona, so almost 2 years, very little happened, and now if I'm thinking, that was a couple of years ago, but it's much longer because a couple of years ago that was before corona, so I'm completely lost time. that's a bit how it feels. Very strange. I thought I inked the paper also, but now I don't know for sure. I thought I inked this side also already. yeah, it feels weird. So some things that have happened before Corona, it can be 3 or 4 years ago already. So it's very strange. And this I'll flip up later. Yeah. Flip this over. And I'm going to put glue on this side. I don't know if more people have that. Yeah, time is feeling a bit more strange. It looks like, sometimes it looks a bit like we lost 2 years. And yeah, it's not that, that we really missed a lot of things, because yeah, we're at an age that we're fine with staying at home, and we did miss going out for dinner, because for us that's really an outing. We really love going to a restaurant, having dinner, just the two of us, or with friends or the children. But yeah, in a way it was fine that we couldn't go. But I was glad it was over, and I really hope we never get a lockdown again. Because financially it's so bad for the restaurants and bars and theaters. Yeah, I'm going to leave this exactly how it is. Next episode I will show you, because I want to fold it only when I didn't pay attention, but I think I have it the right way up. But next time I will fold it, and I'll show you how the page is going to be. But now first let it dry very good. And then this one, and I want to back that. Let's feel if I don't have any glue here, because then it will be on my image. This I don't really think has a right way up, but this wrapping paper also doesn't have anything. And also this has, oh yeah, this side is more shiny, a bit more shiny. This is too small. So I'm going to use this side. And the white is showing through, but that doesn't matter, because if you coffee dye, you always also get a light coat, so this will be fine. And I'm thinking, does it tear? It doesn't tear by hand. It goes real strange. It almost looks like reinforced paper. Let's see if this works. This does work. Then I can glue it more around, and then tear it later or cut it later. And this I can use in my scraps, because if I have to glue it real exactly, I think that will be tricky. And maybe I can decide to leave a bit sticking out. So I'm going to put it a bit more, some extra. It's paper that were with shoes we bought. So now it wants to tear. That. Okay. You want to crumble it up. I really like that effect. Also with tea bags, gives a beautiful effect. And now in a quilting store here in my town, I saw on their website that they sell tea bag fabric. It's used in quilting. I don't know anything about quilting, but they use it in quilting apparently, and so they sell it. And I bought a piece. Only it's completely white, so that's something I don't like, but I can dye it. And also a difference, real tea bags tear very easily. And I see I don't have my little light on. It was okay until now, I think. Yeah, the shadow will be there anyway. And also a difference, real tea bags tear very easily and this fabric doesn't. So there really is a difference between the two. But yeah, it's okay. Because tea bags, I like the structure of them. Yeah, but they're very small, and it's not always nice to use pieces. When you want a bigger piece, yeah, you can use 2 little pieces, but yeah, it's not always nice. So that's why I wanted the fabric. I'm doing it very crooked. Not that it really matters, but then it's more difficult for when I want to decide what I want to leave. And I want the folds. So I'm not going to smooth it out. I'm just going to stick it down. To glue on this side. The Christmas shows are already started in the garden centers here in the Netherlands. Not that we visit a lot, normally, but we do like it to visit them. And from a friend, I got some more addresses of garden centers that have beautiful Christmas shows, so you can visit some new and get in the mood, because that's until now not really happening to me. It feels like it's very far away, but I know the months will fly by, and before you know it, Christmas is over again. So I'm going to pause the video and put these under heavy books, and then for you it will only be a second, and I'll be back with the rest. Well, I'm back. The pieces are drying under heavy books, and now I can make more pages to go in the signatures. And I made a bit stacks because we have 3 signatures, so I want a color page in every signature, and yeah, I did that with all the papers, so I'll put that to the side. So in one signature there will this green one be. I'm going to use just this It doesn't matter as a reference. And I think I'm not really good with sticking, with having pages stick out. I do like it when I see it with other people, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see how far I can go. Maybe like this will be better. I want to have some extra room because when you're not really sure which position this will have in your journal, do I have an example? If you, yeah, I can fold this. When I put this in here and the page that is on the outside needs more, has to be longer because it has to make a longer way for this distance. And the papers that are coming in the middle, if you have, for example, 10 pages in one signature, they have to be shorter, otherwise they are peeking out. If you fold everything the same, the pages in the middle will always stick out because they have a shorter length. They have to go in here. I hope that makes sense. When we fold them all, it will be clear because then I can show you. But because I didn't decide completely where every page is going, yeah, that's why I have to decide where the page of how much I'm going to fold them. And this can be a flip, or maybe I decide later I want to cut it off, or I leave it in, and the person who buys this journal can decide if this is, yeah, then it's just a bit what is peeking out. I can leave this the way it is because it's not really sticking out, so I'm going to leave it at this height. I don't know if that's clever, but we'll see. Do I want the blue one? Until where does it come? Yeah, the length will be strange. I can make it a bit longer. The blue one can be a bit longer. Because I can always cut it later if it's too much. In a way, it seems a waste to cut it, because you can always do that. So I'm going to fold it, and this one I'm going to fold in. This one is folded out, and you can use it this way or this way or this way. It's on the back, so it doesn't matter. So that will be our 3 signatures. And then I have these 3 papers. Yeah, just smaller. I like this torn. And this is lined graph and learning paper for children to learn how to write with the extra lines. Thinking if I maybe want 2 pages, but I want to make them smaller. I want some smaller pages in here also, so I'm just going to fold these in half. So they will be small pages, because you can write on anything, and you can always put a writing spot on here and just decorate this. You don't really need to use it the way it is, so you don't have to use this as writing paper. Then I have 3, I call it a bit specialty papers. This is a real old, you can see it on the tear, a real old French book about what girls have to learn for life. So it's so amazing. But I have to reinforce this spine because I want to leave them, and they'll be in the pages, be a page like they would be in the book. This I really like, the font and the script, it's different. Let's see if it can stay this way. Yeah, the height will be fine because I can always trim it, and here I have to cut some off because it's too long, but it has real wide borders, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to do that with the tear ruler again. So then you have a rougher edge, a bit like an old book would have. And then, of course, it's so my favorite Braille paper. Now I do have a real shadow. I'm not going to get rid of it completely. No, it doesn't really help. I'm going to reinforce this. And I'm thinking with what? Maybe some blank book page. Or I saw someone who, I don't want to lose any of the script, but I thought it was a very beautiful idea. She collaged the middle piece with more papers, like you would make a long collage, and I really liked it. I thought it was a very good idea. Yeah, this is very plain, but I hope this will be wide enough. Yeah, I'm going to stick this down here. I'm going to tear this because then it blends in a bit more with the roughened up edges. I'm very glad I found these. I found more books this year when we were in France on camping holiday. We always go to France, and yeah, this year I really paid extra attention to finding these kind of books that I can use in my craft. And yeah, I found some gorgeous ones. I was very lucky and very happy. If you like to see that on my channel is, I don't know if I made a video. On my Instagram I posted photos of all the books, and my partner found it an amazing ledger book, a real old book ledger, and it's about where people live, so a documentary of who lives in what house. So that's, yeah, it's special. It's different again from most ledgers are, yeah, with money, and this is more, yeah, about who lives where. And there are amounts of payments. but it's not really sure. Yeah, I asked someone in France, because I don't speak French or can read it, and maybe it's a bit of tax or something that they had to pay, but it's more a document of who lived there, the family name, and I'm going to put this, but I'm going to tear a bit off, so there's not that much beige. So I was real excited with that book, and at first I didn't want. I was afraid to ask how much he wanted for that book, and then I thought, I have to ask, because you never know. But I wasn't confident, and he wanted 10 euros for it, so it's real. 10 or 20 euros, but that's not a lot for such an old, beautiful book, because he sold a lot of books, and in some there were prices in there, and there were books that were more than 100 or 200 euros. I'm not going to do that. If you sell pages and everything, you can do that, but I just wanted it for me, and maybe I'll scan and sell some pages, but that wasn't my main goal. But really awesome finds. Let's see if I can fold it, because with paper it instantly it's real stiff, but I have to sew in I have to sew it in the signature, so it has to be sturdy. Also it's still wet, so I'm breaking my own rules. And it really has beautiful aging spots. It's gorgeous. And I decided I want to use all the books I brought from France. I want to use them, because that's the point of taking them. So if I put them all just in my craft room, that's not really what I want. The ledger I have to hoard a bit, but for the rest all the books will be used. Still a bit glue. And on here also. I'm stacking it like this, but I don't know if it will stay that way, but it doesn't really matter. I can always change it up a bit. This was okay also. And then the braille paper, because it's very big. These I can also use as a kind of a full washi. Strips are always a good thing. Let's see how much it's too. It's always too large. So I'm going to tear that. Put that to the side. This is not really handy. And they are not in frame anymore, I know, but it's not really a problem. Just stacks of papers. Let's see if this will work. because it will be too long in the length also. But first this. And these pages I also don't really understand. These I'm going to save, because I don't know if I showed it earlier. These are the sample dates from the past stamps. I love them. And yeah, when I was on holiday, I don't want anything like a project, because we're very busy on holiday. So I wanted something small, and I'm just stamping on different kinds of papers and stamping them. And all these pieces I save for, yeah, more of these. I want some more on colored paper also. So that's why I keep those. Let's see. I want to use as much as possible, I think. Because cut it smaller is always an option. And again, yeah, like, I don't always want so many side tucks. So I'm going to tear this. And this is also for stamping ideal, a bit sturdier, so I'm going to keep that. Ah, this happens because of the bumps of the braille. And yeah, this book is strange, because I bought these online, and this is tea-dyed, but when I buy them, they look new. They're also yeah, loose pages, but I have no idea if someone ever read them. Yeah, this I have to see. You see, it's just a bit left. I don't know if you can see it properly. The page has only a bit until the edge of the journal, and I have to see in what position the papers will be, otherwise I have to cut some more. But yeah, it doesn't matter, because I can always do that. Then let's see, that were the specialty papers, and then I have some beautiful script book pages with some beautiful images, but I don't know what I can save about that, because here is a very wide border, and it's, yeah, of course, on the other side. I couldn't get higher as this. Yeah, I'm going to lose that edge, because I don't want to lose the image. I'm going to tear a bit off here, because the real straight edge I don't really like, so that's something I'm going to start with. Just a bit here, and where's the picture? On that side. And yeah, these things are always making decisions, yeah, how you feel about a certain page. This is very hard to say how you have to do this, because yeah, it's all a personal preference. I want all the edges torn, so I'm going to get something off. And yeah, it will be too high, otherwise I'm going to completely cut off his tail, and then the flower, yeah, there won't hardly be anything left, so it has to be in the height. Yeah, that's fine, but in height, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Let's see. Journal. Oh no, the height's okay, because I do have a bit of extra because of the brown paper. So I'm going to leave these. I don't know exactly how much I took off there. I'm going to, let's see if I can take off. Ah yeah, this is okay also. Oh, that's strange. This image was on the other side, that's why. This is on the same side. And this has the image here. And the image here on this side. Okay. Yeah, so I have to take this. And I'm going to take that bit off. And hopefully I'm a bit straight. No, not bad. And then just a bit here. But like I said, this is all preference. So if you're making a journal for the first time, just go what feels right for you. And every time you'll make another journal, yeah, you'll know what you like and what you don't like. Yeah, beautiful image. And on this side we have the house. Yeah. That for the birdies. Yeah, the birdies will win. I'm just going to put them on the stacks and later I'll see. And I like this also. It's the index of the book. I thought it was nice with the script and the beautiful flower, the bird. Here I don't have that much to cut off. That's a shame, because I don't know if that will be enough. Let's see that I try to keep it a bit straight. Yep. If you did this before, you can always go fast forward, because there are so many videos of preparing pages. But I just wanted to show you for everyone who is new, who wants to know. And I like my page is pretty plain. Not a lot of flips and flaps, because you can always add them. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages. And then I have these. This will be 5. And then the digitals are 6. And then the children pages, but I have to wait until the next episode, because then the pages I tea-dyed are dry and then we can attach them together. I can't have a journal without a music page, because I love it so, so much. This I have to see how big I can make it. Let's see this. Yeah, about this size. Yeah, I have to cut that. I always hate that when I have to do that. But it is what it is. I'm going to tear a bit of the top and the bottom, top and bottom of the page. It's very old. This is very sturdy paper for a vintage music book, but it tears very easily. The height is fine, so now here is a bit of text. That's nice. Yeah, this. I always look for pages. It's not always possible. That have a name of the song or the lyrics, and the numbers I always like, but the name is here also. Yeah. And this also a music page, but it's much larger, and yeah, I don't know if it was a copy then. This is real. It's a vintage paper, so I want to preserve as much as I can. Let's see. It was already folded, and then there's just a little, but if I cut it, yeah, the name will be gone. Oh, difficult. This won't be a problem. Or like this. Then there's something beautiful on this side, and here you have the music, but it's still too wide. And I think it will be if I... Oh, this is always such a dilemma. I can't cut anything here. I don't know if there is value in... I'm going to fold this, but there won't be any value in doing this. So I think I'll cut it and refold it. Yeah, always difficult this. But there's not much to do. Oop. Yeah, this is very brittle. Like that. Yeah, there's not much music on there, but I like this for the stamping, and this, yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I like that the title is kept, but I have to refold it. And later I can decide if I want the pockets on this side or the pockets on this side. Yeah, I mean like this. The fold will be here, but do I want it like this or do I want it like this? So I'm going to leave it for now because I have to reinforce some pieces. The fold, I don't think it will be that much of a problem because there will be something there. I think I like it as a centerpiece with the pockets. Then I can do something with these. So I'm going to leave this the way it is. This is a very large page also, so I can, if I want, make pockets also. Let's see, this will be a really large tuck. I think I will do that because, like I said, getting rid of it, it's That's always possible. How much can it be? Oh, it has to be like this. Okay. There is, it's a really large paper. And here again, if I do this, then you have some, but this is very wide, so I could make tucks in here. So I think I'll do that. Make it all that big, like that. And if it turns out it's all too much, then it's always possible to trim things. But this is also a nice centerpiece because this can be decorated. You flip it open and you have 3 pockets for a beautiful journaling card. So I'm going to leave that. It has to go here. That was there also. Yeah. So until now, this will be one signature. Put that to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? Yes, 3, 4, 5. Signature number 2 and signature number 3. I'm going to leave it at this because it's already a long video. As always, thanks so much for watching and supporting my channel. If you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe, give a like and a comment. And I will see you in the next video, part 3, where we're going to sew in the signatures. Bye!